All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another session of Silversong. We had to take a week off last week, which is why there was no session, but we're back now. Anytime we take a week off, it always feels like we took a year off. Um, I guess maybe running 3 different campaigns at the same time makes my brain lose track of things rather easily, rattling around in this old skull. But it's good to be back. Let's get our little summary back. Bookkeeping wise, before we get started, I believe there's an schedule busyness issue with whispers in the woods this week. And so that will most likely get in the way of the session. Though I think if there's no session, I'll probably still do a stream that day, around the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, maybe an hour later or so, but I'll probably just do it at 7. Depending on the availability of the members, as I think Martos and Draven, in quotes now, I suppose, the players of Martos and Draven, characters formerly known as Martos and Draven, will, if they're around, then might have them on if they want to be, to discuss new characters. But if they're not available, then we'll do something else. I have a different idea. So no matter what, there'll probably be a stream on Wednesday. It just probably won't be a Whispers in the Woods session. So tune in to that, and we'll have some fun. We might still do the idea even if Martos and Draven are here, because I don't know if it'll take all that long to discuss new characters. You're all good, Senan. Don't choke. I'm gonna do the recap, so you got a minute.
Sounds good.
So previously on Silversong, to get back into things. No, it's not Dungeon Dragon Farm. Don't give them ideas. I unfortunately can't go much later tonight, so it'll be a normal session. Previously on Silversong, the party, in their quest for a mysterious ancient musical instrument, in order to use it to cure the benefactor of their orphanage, have been led south down the kingdom, eventually to a dragonborn monastery, which gave them a lead that what they're looking for may be tied to some ancient draconic lore, as well as located further west. Looking for more leads, as they had only found half of a keystone that might lead them there. The party continued to the city of Glorybell on the advice of their companion, a young researcher named Pavlova. Upon arriving in the city of Glorybell, they realized that this condition that's affecting the benefactor of their orphanage, a woman named Lady Sullivan, might be even worse than they thought, as it has been affecting quite a few people in the city of Glorybell as well. So after poking around for a few leads, they came to the Archaeomancer, Barley Duchesne. And he was able to inform them a little bit about the chunk of keystone that they had found. And he said that some people had actually been looking for it, though he wasn't really able to give any exact names as the people were quite secretive themselves. The first group who came looking for it, he said, seemed to be at least relatively wealthy, as they were wearing nicer garments. And then the second party that looked for it was a lone dragonborn. And the party had split up last session because they each had different goals. Tibber was speaking with his father, the herbalist in town, and had been showing him some of the potions they'd found in order to determine the uses of them. Gail had gone with Pavlova to the bar and talked to an old sailor, and perhaps learned a little bit about himself from that conversation, as well as getting drunk with Pavlova. And they went to sleep up in the upstairs of the inn. And Ruva and Kaj went to watch over Barley Duchesne throughout the night to make sure that nothing bad happened to him while he was working on determining more about the keystone. And so they had been talking to him in the morning, which is where they learned a bit more information, as well as who'd been looking into it. And then where we ended off, they had just said goodbye to Barley in the morning, and were heading out back into the city to meet up with the rest of the party. A musical D&D session. I don't know how that would work, Dungeon Dragon Farm. I feel like you'd need like rehearsals for that, and that kind of doesn't really
All bard party.
vibe with the sort of improvisational nature of D&D. There's probably some way to do it though.
Improv singing.
Somebody's done it. Yeah, improv singing feels like it'd be a nightmare.
Isn't that just a rap battle?
Yeah, basically.
Operatic.
That's how you have to win all your combat encounters.
Oh no.
You have to get the spell names in there too.
Yeah, you have to work it in there. All right, so getting back into things. Which was the ambiance I was using? Is this one? All right. So, Ruva and Kaj, the two of you, had just said your goodbyes to Barley early in the morning after you gained a little bit of information from him, and had set out back into the streets of Dunhollow, the district of Dunhollow, in what I assumed was an attempt to reunite with your party, though you may have had other intentions, but you can tell me.
Yep, go and pick them up.
Yeah.
Very well. Then the two of you make your way back out into the streets of Dunhollow. And the city is just sort of waking up for the day. There isn't an incredible amount of people out along the streets, but you do pass by people who are busy with their morning, making their way to the shops, carrying parcels and all manner of things. And so the two of you passing by some town's guards as you make your way down towards the old square. Let's actually get that map back. Here we go. Let's let it load now so that it'll be loaded later. Since I know this one takes slightly longer to load. So the two of you make your way sort of southwest from Dun Hollow, traveling back along the sort of main street towards St. Willow Square. And as the two of you make your way through the early morning of the street, you're both feeling a little bit tired. You didn't have a ton of sleep last night, but you did get a relative amount of sleep as you were passing off the watch. And so eventually you make your way back to let me rearrange.
Was this the kind of sleep that got my spell slot back, or?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool.
You make your way back to the central square at the center of Glorybell, St. Willow Square.
Which one should we get first?
Perhaps we should rescue Tibbs.
Okay. If you want, you can get Gale and Pav, and I can get Tibbs.
Yeah, that is preferable.
Okay.
Thanks, Josh.
All right. So, Kaz, you make your way to the herbalist in the southwest corner of the square. And the door is unlocked as the owner is just kind of currently setting up for the day. Let me get rid of Gale. There you go. Get out of here. And you spot Tibber in there as well. And Tibber, you were drinking quite a bit with your father last night, so you got a little bit of a hangover.
Yep.
Feeling a bit of the aches of the morning as you see Kaj walk in.
Yeah. Hey.
How'd it go?
Yeah. Great. Honestly, I mean, not feeling so good right now, but
Yeah, you don't sound like it. How much did you drink? How much did you drink of that?
We like whole bottle, destroyed that shit.
Nice.
I mean, we're both pretty big.
Yeah, a lot bigger than me. Are you good to go now? We're picking up Gale and Pav too.
Yeah. I mean, Pops, did you ever get those potions checked out?
Right. Here, don't forget this. And he passes you a little kind of slip of parchment where he's just kind of scrawled messily a list of some of the effects of these potions. As the list goes down a little further, his writing gets more and more messy as the night got later.
Hey, you should be a doctor. I think I can. What does that one say?
He just sort of takes a moment to squint. That one was. That one was hair tonic, right?
Hair. Okay. I'm gonna pretend I know what that means. Regardless, thank you. Sure, she will be appreciative.
Happy to help.
Maybe not, but we got the job done. That's all that matters.
Regardless, I'm happy to help.
I'll be back sometime whenever all this is done.
All right. Well, I'll see you then.
I hope so. All right, let's get out of here. I feel like shit.
Thanks for looking after our big guy. He's real important to us.
It just gives you a nod, Kaj, as you turn and walk out.
That's really nice. everyone should feel wanted.
Did you do that more often, Tips?
Huh?
Do you need some praise like that more often?
No, maybe. If it kind of felt good, honestly.
Okay, I'll see what I can make.
Who doesn't want it?
All right. So Ruva, you take your other direction towards Good Graces and make your way inside.
Yeah, Rufus gonna just go up to the bartender and be like, "Good morning.
Morning to you.
I'm
Welcome to Good Graces. Is there something I can interest you in? Breakfast or just kind of trails off?
I'm actually looking for a couple of people.
All right.
One's my friend Gail, and the other one's my friend Pavlova. Nyanhari and a blue kid.
Uh, yeah, there were folk like that in here last night. They got a room here.
Oh, okay. Perfect. May I go up and get them?
Just kind of looks around, sees that the bar's relatively empty, and says, "Yeah, all right."
Okay. Thank you so much. Ruva's gonna pretty much rush up there.
All right. Then you make your way to the upper floor of Good Graces.
Well, this is the first door, so she's gonna peek in and see if you can see them, and then seeing them, she's gonna go try and rouse Gail. Yeah. Yeah?
Go away. I'm moping.
Moping? What do you mean?
I'm a lie.
You're 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 alive?
What are you
I
laughing
don't
at?
understand.
Do you think this is funny?
What do you mean?
Going through a teenage crisis?
Oh, okay. Um, we have we have stuff to. Are you? What happened last night? Did you drink too much wine?
Should have had more.
I don't know. You don't look great.
That's because I'm not human. Everything's a lie.
You are not human? How how did you find out?
Here's another one like me. And he
Oh,
busted my life open.
oh. Well, congratulations.
Excuse you? I just told you that my whole world's been flipped. And you're telling me congratulations?
Well, I mean, you always were able to float.
Yeah, but then what else is a lie? I mean, Jesus. Who knows what? Now we're gonna have to spend all day trying to figure out what else I can do that you can't do. Goodness
Yeah,
gracious! Yeah, yes, you're human.
yeah. Um,
This is bullshit.
well, maybe while we do all this stuff today, uh, we can find out. we do have a lot of stuff to do. We have to find Rolla. We we found something out about him. I'll tell you later.
Now we have to find my parents.
Ruva's
I'm doing
gonna
this while I'm putting on boots.
try to wake up Pavlova. Pavi, it's time to go.
Pavlova just sort of slowly wakes up, sitting up in bed, and just, oh, my head. Ugh.
But that reminds me, we did have quite a bit.
Ruva, is that you?
Yes.
No
Good
way.
morning.
Morning, I suppose.
Oh, good morning. Don't forget me. They're not human.
Gale says he found out he's not human.
I think I remember something like that. It was all a bit of a blur last night, though. He was talking to a fella.
Are you okay to be walking around and doing stuff tonight? Or do you want to stay and sleep?
Sleep.
No, not you, Gale.
Wait. Why did
Oh.
she get the option, but not me?
Because we have to wander around and find out what other things you can do, remember?
Oh no, my head suddenly hurts. Oh, the hangover. Falls back into bed.
Gale. Gale?
Is this working?
No.
All right.
But, Pavi, you can stay here if you search out downstairs. We might be getting a friend. Remember Rolla, the Dragonborn? He might be meeting us here.
Not really, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, you can either come with us or you can stay here, rest, and then keep watch downstairs. And make sure if he comes here that he doesn't go anywhere.
All right, I can stay here if you want me to.
I think that might be best for now. I'll check with Kaj. But we'll come get you when smart stuff happens and we need help. Rose just kind of giggling to herself.
All right. Till then, just a couple more minutes.
Okay. Come on, Kale. I mean, who knows? Maybe one day you will be able to teleport.
I'm gonna slide into the covers and go out the other end like a slug and slide down the chest.
Come on, Kale.
Ow.
It'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with not being human.
Put on my boots. All right. Maybe he's not a moose.
All right. Ruva, you and Gil make your way back downstairs to the tavern floor of Good Graces. And presuming that Kaj and Tibber are making their way here, then you two can arrive here.
Yep.
As long as you're not taking some weird detour. You're just walking across the square, so should be all good.
Need to get some food in this big guy.
All right. Then you drag yourself downstairs, Gil, and Ruva accompanies you. You see walking in the door your other companions to Brinkosh.
Oh, perfect.
How are they feeling?
He found out he's not human. He's not taking it well.
Mm-hmm. That was an interesting conversation last night.
You knew?
He's not what?
Yeah, I was here.
Oh, yeah.
I told you.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, oh, I
You should probably be talking to Gail.
Yeah.
okay.
I
Yeah.
told Pav that she could stay here and keep an eye out for Rola.
Mm. You wouldn't try anything here in the public, right? As long as she stays here, it should be okay.
I don't think he's gonna try anything at all.
Yeah, but just in case.
She doesn't have the stone anyways. I do, so.
Yeah, but there are people after her and us now. Well, at least they tried to stab her there. Well, food?
That sounds good. Are we in here?
All right. You make your way over to the bar to join Kel. There's another fellow seated at the bar wearing rather flamboyant clothing. He was the bard who was playing the night before Gale and Kaj. You recognize him. He's just quietly eating breakfast. But the tavern keeper, as you walk up, Gale says, "Good morning. You look a bit forlorn. Is there anything I can get you?"
Put my hands on my cheeks, and it's on the table.
Breakfast or anything?
Sure. Can I get a heavy drink too?
All right. I suppose we don't often serve things like that in the morning, but if you're paying, then all right.
Sure.
All right. I'll get that to you in just a moment. And she busies herself preparing you some breakfast as the others approach the bar as well.
How you feeling, champ?
I'm a lie.
It's a little exciting now.
Everything I know is a lie.
Just like
I
put a hand
don't
on his
even-
shoulder, kind of like shake him. You'll be all right, man.
I don't even know what the air genasi is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
What the heck? Now I have to go find out about them.
It'll be a good time.
Also, my head hurts.
Did you hear the good news, Tibbs?
Huh?
What?
Oh, want to get food over here?
We're eating here?
Yeah, I think so.
This wasn't it.
Yeah. Come sit by the fellow non-human. Yay.
This guy's weird. What do you mean non-human?
I'm not a human. I've
Duh.
been lied to all. Don't say duh, you didn't know.
Dude, you're blue.
Just because my attitude is sad doesn't mean I have to be blue, you jerk.
Your ears are pointy.
So's is Kosh.
Kaj is feeling his ears suspiciously right now.
Oh, he doesn't really look like a fucking human either, so...
Oh, but
What
that's
I-
not
what-
like me. I'm just a weird human, right?
See?
I think you all need to, do a little bit of self-thought.
Smoking?
No. the positive kind of that.
Drinking?
Nah, I mean, yeah. you know. I mean, do you guys know like nothing about herself?
I know I'm something called an air genasi.
I can make fire.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's a big clue. I mean, most most people can't just like make fire,
I don't think I've seen anybody else do it now that you mentioned that.
right?
I mean, technically, I've made fire, just reactively.
Oh, that was you doing that?
Yeah.
So you can breathe fire. You're blue. You don't need to breathe. You can float. And you thought you were human?
Great. Now I sound like a monster.
I mean, you sound pretty fucking cool, but
Oh. No
I
one's
mean,
going
like,
to date me.
you're worried about girls.
What do you
Have
mean?
Have you ever even talked to a girl?
Exotic now, right?
I mean,
What does that mean?
Like, I haven't seen another one of him until last night.
Have you
he's
seen
pretty
any?
cool. Not gonna lie.
Oh, wait, what did you call yourself? Ganassi?
An air genasi.
Janasi. You ever seen a girl one? Are there even girl ones? Are you like a male only race?
Chib's the only one I saw was literally last night, and he was an old man.
Oh no.
So no, I don't know.
I mean,
But
we've only seen a small part of the city, okay? You know, there's a lot of people here.
There's more genasi around.
There might be.
All right. After we find the liar, we'll find Gail a girlfriend. How's that sound?
Whoa, let's wait. Hold on. Let's look at priorities here.
Technically, we need to get Tibber a girlfriend first,
Why me?
because you're the first one to try and fail.
Okay, I haven't tried for anything.
Well, just because your attempts are pretty lackluster doesn't mean you didn't try.
What does that mean?
Lackluster? Oh, it means it was piss poor.
No, my attempts.
Yeah.
When have I
Yeah.
attempted?
He's got a point.
Where'd you come from?
One
Right.
from the table over there. I was listening.
Look, my periphery is like very small right now. I have a massive headache.
Same.
When have I tried to get a girlfriend?
Well, I mean, it's not so
Uh,
much trying to get a girlfriend as it is not being able to talk to anyone.
Oh, wait,
I
that
can-
was Kosh, wasn't it?
I can talk to people
Hmm?
just fine.
He
Kosh,
still has
weren't
a
you the
chance.
first one?
I think Kosh still
I'm
has.
gonna look away. I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
that's
about.
right. Okay, that's right. I'm third. Kosh first, then Tibber. Tibber, you tried with a half-orc woman who wants to be a pirate.
I didn't even like her.
Yeah,
That was
well,
Kaj setting me up.
Her
that was your
name
mistake. You should have tried.
It was actually kind of racist. You guys assumed that I would like her just because she was another orc.
She was
She was
pretty.
pretty.
She's very
See?
Okay,
pretty.
she was pretty, but regardless.
We all thought she was pretty, and she seemed fun. I
Yeah,
think
but you
that's
guys
how
pushed her
she
to
got
me. Why
I mean-
me?
I mean, no one pushed her to me, and that's whatever. And Gosh pushed to you, so he's out of the question. And Ruva's Ruva, so
Well, Kosh has, you know. So he doesn't need it.
What does that
Excuse
mean?
me.
What does any of this mean? I feel like we have a lot of underlying opinions about each other at the moment.
No.
Can I get some food, actually, please?
I thought this was a bar. They sell food?
Yeah.
It's an inn.
what are we doing today?
I've never been. The only inn I've been in was the other one.
Can we just
Well,
move?
that one served food too.
Well, I didn't
yeah.
eat it.
Can we find a tree and just nap all day?
I would love to find a tree, but we got some things to take
I mean,
care
you
of.
don't really need to find a tree to nap.
Trees are really nice to nap on, though.
We have to tell them about
Yeah.
Rolla, Kosh.
Who?
Rolla.
Oh, he ain't that dragonborn dude?
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What now? Why is
What
he
about
in
him?
confusion?
Ruva's gonna tell them what Duchesne told.
That's cool. I don't know what he said.
I vaguely remember.
I forgot.
Basically, Rolla was looking for the other half of what we have, too. And he was asking about it.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I
Two
remember. I
sets of
remember.
people are looking for the thing that we have. One
Yep.
seems like a rich person, and the other is Rolla. Now,
Okay,
I
so
don't
what's our lead on him? Is he here?
Yes, he's still here. I believe so. Because
Okay, where?
Gil perks up, hits his fist in his open palm. I knew it! The great detective.
Okay, hold on. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Where is he?
in the city, remember?
That's a big area. Where?
I bet I know. Show me the map.
Okay.
Do we have a map?
Yes, sir.
He's gonna shrug and open up the map.
You
for
do
him.
have a map. You bought one with Pavlova, so you got,
Oh
you got a map.
yeah.
Just look up.
You
He's over
unfurl the
here.
map from your.
Alright, point where he is.
Right here.
I
In his
don't. I
map.
didn't see that. Wait, do it again. Do it again.
The other bar?
All the way down there.
Yes. I bet you he's down there.
What? You
Why?
bet? Do you know?
Look here, Tipper. Who made a bet that the town we were trying to go to, already forgot the name of it, where the island was by, who bet the direction? I did. Who bet the island was somewhere we needed to be? I did. Who bet we needed to go check out that spooky house? I did. Maybe we should trust me. Get my
He's got one.
bets.
I don't remember any money being bet.
He's kind of on a roll.
You don't remember shit.
Maybe it's an Air Genasi thing. That they just know
I
things.
thought it was a dragonborn.
Gail, I mean.
He's not a dragonborn.
Wait, I'm a dragonborn now? Oh, thank you, Matt.
Yo, that's cool.
You are so many things.
Dude, can you breathe fire?
I
That'd
mean,
be
I have
so
a lot
Is that
of...
cool.
offensive?
Fire.
Is that offensive?
I've never seen
don't-
a dragonborn breathe fire.
I just assume because they're a dragon. I
I
feel
mean,
like that's
I've
kind of
only seen-
offensive.
That would be really cool.
Ice and
I would love that
Uh,
personally.
lightning.
I mean, yeah, that'd be really fun. That would be really cool.
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna try to burp, and
Wait, you said you can breathe fire,
oh,
so you are a dragon.
well, that's
no, he just
Dude.
that's like a reactionary thing.
Wait.
Like
So?
you hit me, and I open my mouth and then
Hold
breathe
on.
fire.
What if that's what it takes?
Oh,
guys, I just realized something.
What?
Gosh,
What?
when that guy hit you, you know, the evil dude that Gale's sword ate his sword. I mean, not evil, but
why is my sword evil? Just
cold.
because it's called Shadowheart?
It's a bit
No,
of bold of an assumption.
When he hit you,
Hmm.
he didn't hurt you as much as when he hit the rest of us.
I'm just fragile,
Yeah, I guess not.
pretty face, you know.
Why?
Can't fuck up
Well,
the
was it-
visage.
Was it fire?
No, it was some sort of darkness.
Well, yeah, he was a shadow.
My old friend.
At the moment, I was trying really hard to make my flame into a sword, so I didn't notice that much.
No, nice burp.
Thank you.
Huh.
Oh, you want to try and breathe fire? Here. And I'm gonna
I
do
don't-
prestidigitation, and I'm gonna make a color pop out of my mouth. If I can make a color or a small mark or a symbol appear on an object, oh, it's an object.
Dude. You're a whole dragon. Why don't you have
It wasn't
scales,
fire.
though?
I don't. Maybe I'm like a nude dragon.
Dude,
A nude dragon? But you have clothes on.
they put those on.
No, I don't like.
Well,
like,
Rolla had clothes on, right?
like I'm a scaleless dragon.
Can you
Aw.
check your scales?
It does explain why I can read Draconic.
You can. Wait, is your skin like really tough?
I mean, I said I was nude, so probably not.
Well, it's all the more reason we should find Rolla then.
I mean, you're wearing clothes though.
Yeah, we should go look. Thank
Yeah.
you. Wait, how much?
Yeah, how much was it for the?
I didn't buy food.
Just 2 silver.
Thank you. I'm gonna like take half my food and give it to Tibbs really quick.
I'm just gonna give her gold for all of us.
Very well.
Me
Why
too.
would you do that?
I
All right,
don't
time to
have
go.
Anything smaller, right?
You can break it.
No, I had silver. It's
No.
fine.
We gotta go.
This is why we're orphans.
I This is not why
Guys
I
need to
go
learn
there.
some money literacy.
Look here, first of all, I'm an orphan because one of my parents is an air genasi and one is not, apparently. That's something
an
totally
So you're
different.
half genasi, half dragon.
No, I think it's
Fucking cool, man.
I think Genasi kind of work with it like
What?
kind of like one can be a Genasi, but it manifests into
Hog, I don't know what you're
you.
saying right now.
I don't know. I'm
I
trying
think
to
it's kind
figure it
of
out.
rude of you to make an orphan joke at us after you spent the night with your dad, Tibbs. I'm just gonna say that.
Ah,
Wow, you know your parents. You suck.
I mean, I never claimed to be like you guys.
Wow.
we're
So
at
now you're
war.
just separating yourself from
Okay,
us. Thanks.
okay, so
I
you're
thought we
better
were
than
friends and family. Apparently
Look,
not.
we've already been separated by the fact that this one talks to ghosts and can command shadows and shit. You have fire magic and a
Shadows.
fucking fire demon talking to you, and the other one is everything all in one. I think if anything, you guys pushed me out.
What? So are you saying that you're jealous because you can't do crazy shit?
I mean, a little bit, but like I just kind of hit shit hard.
I mean,
Kind of.
to be fair, you could have had this sword to do some cool shit, but you
Well,
did.
I have this halberd now. That was the reason why I didn't take the sword.
But
I
does it
think
do
the sword
cool
should be
shit?
Kaj's anyways.
Gosh,
I
can't
have
use
a sword.
swords.
Oh, we should get you a horse. You always talked about one when we were younger.
I mean, we have that like sick one. I think
Yeah.
Or,
Plan was to-
even better, to make you stand out like the rest of us, we get you something cool. Like, I don't know, with the trench end. Get one of those fucking things. Make it fly you
What if-
around.
What
that
if
would be
we
fun. That would be really cool. I don't know if they're too nice though.
I don't.
I mean,
know
we
if they're
tried to
nice at
kill
all.
one. We almost killed one.
What if we make his skin a different color?
He's already
What?
green. What do you mean?
Wait, that is super fucked up.
Why would we do that?
Yeah,
So that he feels special.
You
He's
basically just
green.
said "fuck you" to my whole orc half.
he's green. I kind of like the green.
I like
It's a
being
nice
green.
shade. It's a good shade.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just
Pretty
trying to make you feel
earthy
special.
tones.
Mm.
I mean, I stand out in terms of that. I mean, I guess not really. You're blue. You're.
Blue.
Well, I mean,
dun.
none of us are really normal looking.
Just because I'm short does not mean that I am not
Yeah, but you
normal
are
looking.
exceptionally short.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be taller. I'm gonna be taller. One day,
I mean, drink some more milk.
I'm gonna beat you in height one day.
Maybe you should
I
probably
look
like.
forward to it.
Okay.
Also, maybe if you sleep more and stop taking other extra shifts, you might also.
Yeah, you really
That
need
was
your sleep.
One time.
Eat a lot, sleep a lot. That's how you get big.
It would have been twice. But I took her for myself. You're welcome.
Where are we going?
I don't know. It's your idea.
Follow me.
Okay.
Following Gale.
Alright.
You four suckers.
This is bound to go wrong.
The four of you make your way out into St. Willow Square. The bar at the table just. Ye gods, those folk have issues.
Talking, looking like that.
Come back to that
Man,
beautiful
what
man.
wacky people, huh? Like,
Get a load
sure
of these
stand
folk.
out. Yeah.
Alright, so
Wow.
making your way back out into St. Willow Square.
Man, we really
Um,
just be in the thick of it right now. It's crazy.
You can let me know where you want to go.
All right. So there were like, what, 4 taverns that we were told about, right?
There were.
What?
I just
What-
remember the
what-
Drunken Jester, and we were just in the good graces. So this one's
I
there.
could have sworn there was like a
Oh,
couple.
wasn't there one more? Yeah, I feel like there was one more that got mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wasn't there one in Glasstowns, right?
There was that what it was?
Oh no, that's just Drunken Jester. Never mind. I really don't know.
Oh,
There was another one.
I
Was-
don't.
is
I
there
don't
only
remember. But
Conscience?
Wait.
Is there only 2?
Makeshift augury spell.
No, wait.
Um,
I got this. I got this. Oop. I remember.
um,
Do
I'm
you?
I like 99% sure I didn't mention another one, as I didn't make
I
another
Okay.
one.
don't. I don't remember.
Okay. No.
If I did say there was another one, then I was mistaken. I think maybe getting mixed up with a couple of the other places some people told you about. Some people told you that you could go to the church, and some people said that there was something up in the Faraway District, but
Oh,
that you could talk to. So I don't know if we're mixing it up with that or not, but I don't believe I said there was another tavern.
okay. Are we?
Obviously, we're going to Bainbridge Estate first. I'm just kidding.
What?
To
Because
the
I
Drunken
bet.
Jester.
To the Drunken Jester.
All right.
I'm trying to give my conscience a heart attack.
Bar hopping in the morning.
No, we can go to the Bainbridge Estate if you want. Let's go.
I
Did you
wanna
prep
go
it?
to the
He has
Oh,
it prepped now.
Call your
He
bluff.
was
Yeah, let's
ready
go
for
there.
my-
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ready for my
swim
bitch
in the
ass.
reservoir.
He's like, this fucker's not gonna do it again.
Welcome, Wanderlust. How are you doing?
A Wanderlust.
All right. So heading southeast to the Drunken Jester, then through Glaston.
Let's just go knock on all the rich people places.
Glad you're doing.
Just go
something.
Halloween, fucking trick or treating.
All these people rich?
No,
Might as well be.
I
They all have
mean,
houses.
if that's the, yeah, I
some
guess.
Some people just have houses, Angel.
No, now that I think about it, Westerly Heights sounds kind of pretentious.
It's because they're higher than the rest of us.
I think that's literally yeah.
Wow. That's snobby.
I mean, I don't want to say much about heights or anything, but I feel like if you burned everything down, it would still be the same height, right?
Yes.
What kind of comparison is that?
What the hell? Why are we talking about burning things? More importantly,
is-
why are you talking about burning things?
What is
What's wrong
going
with burning
on?
things?
I was just saying, like,
Says
You're
oh,
going-
of course the fireman doesn't see a
Don't-
problem with it.
Don't do that. You're gonna excite Kaj.
He's already excited. It sounds like.
That's
I
the
haven't burned
problem.
anything in a while, guys.
Oh god.
Dude, are
he's
you
gonna-
okay?
He's got an itchy finger.
There's too much flammable stuff here.
you're so
A
much
guard.
trash.
Just gonna not do this by the guard.
Hold on for a sec, guys.
Oh shit.
Let me set the scene before you start moving.
Oh yeah.
So you make your way through the city heading southeast, taking kind of the main road, and then eventually having to turn off at a certain point down some dirt paths. And as you make your way to Glaston, you notice that the buildings are a little more run down. They look a little older. They're a little less nice, more straw huts and roughly shingled roofs than the other places you've been to in the city. And eventually you arrive and see a couple wooden street signs that read Glaston, as the locals would pronounce it. And as you arrive in sort of the rougher side of town, Dungeons and Dragon Farm, you pass by a guard who's sort of leaning against his spear and kind of dozing off as you make your way down this dirt street.
As we walk by, I'm gonna I'm gonna hold my halberd right below the blade and use the other end of the stick to kind of like tap the spear as we walk by.
You just kind of see him jerk upwards with a start, just, what's that? I'm awake. Yeah. Causing trouble?
What?
No,
He-
of course not.
He wasn't even really saying that to anyone in particular, just sort of shouted it to the closest people, which happened to be you.
Sorry, did you say something?
No. Carry on, citizens. Don't cause trouble.
Didn't plan on it. I did
Have a
plan on it.
nice watch.
Did he hear me talking about fire?
I don't think you heard much of anything. Doesn't seem very guardly. Hey, who's this guy?
As you walk your way through Glaston, you see several people, all wearing kind of commoners' rags. And as you pass by, they actually kind of follow you with their gaze. Some of them kind of squinting and staring at you. You get the sense that you are very much recognized as not from around here.
What's up, big guy? You like the site?
You say "sup, big guy" as you walk up to the rather diminutive dwarf fellow.
No, it's fucked up. No.
Oh no!
And he just sort of he just kind of looks up at you and kind of glares. Are you here to start a problem?
No, no, totally. Well,
Alright. Keep moving.
are you just standing out here?
Minding my own business, as should you.
I apologize on behalf of this lumbering oaf. Let's go, Tips.
I am a bit hungover,
So
if that means anything.
keep walking.
These feet are made for walking.
And as you reach the end of this street here, you can see the massive city walls looming up overhead, and resting kind of up against them is a smaller inn than Good Grace's, a little more run down, but it has a slightly crooked wooden sign above the door that reads "The Drunken Jester."
They got horses here.
With a small little carved symbol of a jester's hat.
Hey Tibbs, if you're trying to start a fight today, can you just let us know before you do it?
I had my eyes closed before I said anything. I promise.
You've
I
been
did
on the
not
phone
know
with
he
him
was
for
short.
Less than
How
like, 2
did you
minutes,
not
and
know?
almost started 2 fights already.
He was like my height. How did you not notice?
I was rubbing my eyes. I'm like very tired right now.
Okay.
Did you eat the food I gave you?
You gave me food?
Uh,
Yes.
I probably ate it. I don't remember. That was like 20 minutes ago. Wait, which one's the inn? This one or this one?
He ends up against the
This
wall
one.
here, right?
I was like, yeah, that's this one, right?
Hey, Kale, where are you?
I got horses here.
Gail, are you breaking and entering again?
What is this?
The house.
That's a house.
It's
By
just
the
kind of
dwarves.
it's an older looking building. Kind
Mm.
of different construction from the others. It's made of kind of old looking grey bricks rather than the straw and thatched huts around you.
Damn it, Jay. You did this to me before. In my past life, now you're doing it again. It's another fucking haunted house. Are the windows barred? Can I look through the windows?
The windows are kind of worn and dusty from the inside, so they're a little hard to look through. It's kind of blurry from dust. But you can kind of peer inside and you just see a dark room. What appears to be a kitchen from where you're standing.
Hmm.
There aren't any lights on inside.
Be right back. Excuse me.
Wasn't he the one that wanted to come here?
Mhm.
Hey, what do you want?
What is this? Why does it look so different?
It's a building.
Right. What is the significance?
Folk live there? I don't know what you're asking.
Oh, right. You're just gonna be a dick about it.
I don't get the point. Okay.
Just sort of shrugs. Carries on with his day.
Cool guy.
Alright, so then I presume making your way to the Drunken Jester.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not going in first because I don't know why we're here.
Alright.
What's going on?
They have horses.
Indeed, they do have a small stable where
Horse burglar. I'm
some
sorry.
horses are hitched out front.
Tibbs, please.
But I like horses, man.
You have one.
It's
Yeah.
sick.
No name Dominic.
His name's not Dominic.
I
You've already
said
named
no
him.
name Dominic.
That's a name.
Mm, mm, okay.
All
Hey.
right. So you walk your way into the Drunken Jester, and as soon as you enter, you notice that this inn and tavern is a little bit more run down than Good Graces. The floorboards creak as you step inside, Gil. And you can kind of hear some voices just kind of conversing quietly from several patrons within the tavern. But as the four of you walk in, everything just goes quiet as everybody just kind of looks at you.
I got this.
Oh, no.
And they pause for a moment, and everybody kind of sizes each of you up. And then as you make your way off into the tavern, then everybody kind of returns to their business. Gail, you make your way across the tavern floor towards the bar, almost tripping over a broken floorboard in the center of the tavern that has very obviously not been fixed for quite some time. And as you make your way up to the bar, you notice another kind of suspicious-looking man sitting at the bar wearing a hood, minding his own business. And the bartender, the barkeep, makes his way up to you, Gail, as you sit down at one of the stools and says, "Hi, it's the Drunken Jester. What can I get you?"
Do you think you can help me try and find a friend? I'll put down a gold piece by me.
Depends. Who are you looking for?
There's a friend of mine. I heard he's in town. He's a dragonborn, a white dragonborn.
Dragonborn pass through.
Any idea where he was going or where he's staying? I'll put down another gold piece.
Well, I suppose that would depend. Are you here as a patron?
I can be.
Well, I like the sound of that, at least. What about you? He looks over at you, Ruva, as you sit down. You with this gentleman here?
Oh, I'm also looking for my friend and very willing to be a patron. And Ruva just smiles her most persuasive smile.
Is this a different
Oh.
friend or same friend?
Same one.
Same one. Then, first things first, what can I get you? It's a little early for drink, but we don't judge around here.
I would just say an ale, please.
I can get you that. My name is Clark Keswick, by the way, owner of this here establishment. He just quickly busies himself, grabbing you a flagon of ale. Tibbs, what are you up to?
I am doing one of those like arm rests on the chair and eyes just closed. I'm just trying not to fall.
All right. The woman at your table is just staring at you.
I give her a little like hand wave, but I don't say anything.
All right. Then back at the bar, Mr. Keswick gets you your drink, Ruva, and says, "All right, now then, a friend, you said."
Yeah.
That's correct.
Folk sometimes come around here and they're looking for someone. Sometimes someone who can help them, sometimes for less savory purposes. Which would you say this is?
A reconnection. We saw them in another town, and that's where we met and connected so well. We were pleasantly surprised to find out that he's here. So we just wanted to catch up and continue a good time.
All right. Now then, Dragonborn. Uh, yes, I believe may have seen a Dragonborn fellow. Though, my memory isn't quite as strong as it used to be. Something to refresh it might be in order.
I put 3 more gold pieces down.
Ah, of course, Dragonborn. And you said silver, pale scales, I suppose. I saw a Dragonborn around here.
Is there anything else you can give to us, or is that it?
Well, he came round asking questions, but not particularly questions that I could help him with. I asked some of the other patrons, some of the regulars who spend their time here. I saw him talking with them. I presume he may have asked them the same questions, but I didn't eavesdrop.
Oh, I see.
Surely you have an idea of where he might have gone.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. But, it is sort of, privileged information, what with me being the owner of this establishment and all.
Of course.
Well, I mean, we are your patrons and are very happy to be so. You would be doing us a great honor if you would allow this information to be bestowed upon us.
We're also
I
out
think-
of a room for the night, so we're going to need somewhere to stay.
I like what your friend's talking about a little bit better. Honor won't get you very far in Glaston. All right. Well, let's say you put down a down payment for rooms for the night, and maybe I can help you a little further.
That sounds splendid. How much for rooms?
Just a gold per person. Anyone who wants a bed.
Great. We'll take 2 rooms. I'll add that to the 5 that's on the table.
All right then. And he just kind of slides the gold back across the table towards himself. You just kind of see him quickly flick it through his fingers, counting it, and then says, and tucking it away into his coin purse at his side, and then says, "All right, and while you're up there, first room on your left. Give the door a knock."
That's perfect. Thank you for your kind help.
Of course. Always look after my patrons.
I'm gonna go and get
River
up.
just smiles.
I'm gonna give Tibber a look. Oh God, where'd Kosh go? Oh, I'm gonna give him a look,
Mhm.
and then just keep walking.
I have my eyes closed.
That's fine. Well, you're a bastard. The good kind.
I'm gonna push Tim's really quick.
uh,
We're going
going where?
up there.
Up there? Ah, okay. Thanks. Thumbs up. I'm very tired. Oh, yeah, them potions. Never gave them back. Damn it.
All right.
Why are we
Then
going upstairs?
carry on.
Just come with, please.
I'm doing that. I would just like to know.
I'll wait till we get a little closer.
Definitely not suspicious.
Yeah, the fact that we got this information so easily is a bit concerning, and makes them a little untrustworthy.
What do you mean so easily?
I just had to give them
He
gold.
literally, do you know how much gold you gave him?
Yes, 7. I can count. Thank you.
That is so
You
much.
gave him 7 gold.
Yes, and we have the information we need.
Yeah, well, don't say that it was
Dude,
easy.
you need to barter
It's
better.
extremely expensive.
Look, I got what we needed. Should I not?
I guess so. Yeah, your money.
Look, I'm already piss poor, so might as
I
well
was like,
use
what are
it.
you down? Like 10 gold for the day now?
I have 5 gold left. Thanks.
Okay.
Just
You
I
guys
don't
go
want to
ahead.
meet.
I'm gonna watch the stairs.
All right,
Which one was
I
that?
don't know where we're going.
just follow me. It's right here.
First on the left or first on the right?
It's on the left. You don't
Okay.
listen.
I'm sorry, I was agog at how much gold you were just throwing away.
Stop being frugal.
You're a goth?
Agog.
Mm.
You knock on the door and then wait just a moment. And then the door creaks open. First, kind of just a crack. And then, yeah, you see the face peer through, which is Rolas. Recognize you and open the door another crack further. And says, yes, can I help you?
Well, hello. Don't you remember me?
Indeed I do. Did you have business with me?
I believe we do. Do you mind if we step in? It's a little bit of a pain to have a business discussion outside.
I see, alright. Step in. And he opens the door the rest of the way.
I'll look back for a second. All right. I guess I'm just gonna die. So, we heard through great resources that you're in town for something special and you've been looking for something. And it's interesting because it's something that we've been looking for. And I'm pretty sure that I asked you a question about something in regards to a lyre that seems to be connected to Draconic ruins that was on an island that you are also looking for. Ring a bell?
Of course. I must apologize for our past conversation. I was a little evasive, but you must understand, I wasn't sure your intentions.
Mm-hmm. And how can we be sure of your intentions?
Well, I suppose you can't. You can only take my word and I can only take yours. But I suppose you should start by telling me why you're here.
We want to cure the silver vein.
I see. Well, then I don't think our goals conflict with one another.
Perfect.
Are you?
What's yours?
Well, you folk you visited Lavender Island.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And you explored Lavender Island.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, then you probably saw talk of birthright, I suppose.
Hmm. Geldrick is an interesting fella.
Indeed.
No, sorry, not Geldrick. Yarn Call. Sorry.
I assume that's what you meant, so I translated it into his mind. Um, suppose you could say that. Yes. Well, my goals align somewhat with the old goals of that monastery.
So you wish for the birthright, and you're one of Lilendil the Silverworm's worshippers?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Are you an ancestor?
Well, you're rather astute in your assumptions. Yes, I suppose you could say that as well.
Okay. It's just that
My my bloodline goes back to the dragonborn of that very monastery.
was he the friend of the River kind of like looks up trying to recall what he was called. The Grand Magister's friend?
My ancestor?
Yeah, was your ancestor the Grand Magister's friend?
No.
Are you the champion? The one that we talk about?
I'm afraid I must answer no to that as well.
But do you know what the birthright is?
In a way, yes. Though I've obviously not seen it. Well, my bloodline can be traced back to, well, the Magister himself.
Um,
And I've heard stories of what they were doing at the monastery, and I did investigate some of it myself, though I wasn't able to get very far alone.
I see. When was this?
Some time ago, I did some looking of my own. Not incredibly long time ago. But I wasn't, as I said, able to get very far. I examined some notes and poked around the old ruin, but I wasn't able to get anywhere.
I see.
There was old magic in that place. Old magic I didn't quite understand. I imagine only my ancestor did.
And were there kind of new bodies there?
When I was there, I was there alone.
Can Ruva do like an, I don't know if it's like insight check or something.
Yeah, if you want to try to suss out if he's lying, then yeah.
Ooh.
He seems calm as he says that. He doesn't dart his eyes around or fidget.
Okay. Cause she's wondering if he just like walked over all of the bodies there to get like his information and stuff, if he was like totally fine with the bodies. Or if it was before they all got there.
But you've
Okay.
all done your own investigations into the monastery as well.
Yes, we tried. Yes,
And were you...
we still need answers.
I see. Well, perhaps both of our combined knowledge can piece some things together.
It's funny to talk about piecing something together. What do you know about the tablet?
Well, my ancestors, they did speak of the birthright being locked behind a door with a keystone of sorts to access it, and I have been looking around for anything that could help me with that. I can't imagine could have gone far.
So we're supposed to look for a stone that is a key. I think they made mention of your ancestor sending it away with his friend.
Right.
Ruva's very pointedly not going to mention the fact that it was split in two, and tries to kind of look a little in Gail's direction to like sort of ask him to go along with not saying anything about the half they have.
Right. I've seen similar talk in some of my ancestors' notes, though from what I read, it was split apart for safekeeping, and only one half went with the friend of my ancestor.
Oh, then where's the other half?
Well, I had thought perhaps with my ancestor at Lavender Isle in Lilanthrios Karst, but I wasn't able to find it.
Oh, okay. So he might not be buried there. Do you know where else he might be buried?
My ancestor?
Yeah.
No, I've only learned that he was buried at the Karst.
Rova's just gonna look like she's thinking. That's interesting. Well, then, I think maybe it's smart if we find the one piece that the friend has, we will know what to look for at the castle or at the monastery.
No, I suppose so, and I do believe I have some sort of lead.
Oh?
Well, I've been poking about for more information for a large amount of time now, and there's a fellow in town, an archaeomancer, up in Dunhollow. And I figured if anyone had information on things like that, he would be the one to know. But I was a little bit wary of speaking of these sorts of things. You never know where word may travel. So I staked out his store for several days before approaching, trying to see, well, what sort of folk frequent the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when I saw a couple fellows. They went inside and, they weren't there for all that long. Sort of rich garments, but something was off about them. They sort of glanced both ways down the street before entering, as if they were expecting someone to follow them. And well, I wasn't able to gather much from that conversation. But a little while after, I went and approached the Archaeomancer myself. And well, he told me he hadn't talked to anyone. And well, that didn't sit right with me, as I'd seen him speak with somebody. So, something secretive going on.
Okay, well, I'm going to level with you. We also met Duchesne, the man, the Nyanhari in
The
Dynamo.
Archaeomancer.
Yes, yes. Turns out one of our friends is an apprentice to him.
I see. Did you learn anything then?
Well, he said that because he knew we were looking for a piece that your ancestor sent to his friend, we asked him if anyone knew or he had heard anything, and he said that those people that you were talking about came in and wanted a piece appraised. And I believe they're the ones that have that piece. Would you recognize them if you saw them again, or did you see where they went?
Well, these past few days while I was in town, I've actually been looking for them.
Okay.
And at first I didn't have any luck at all. I was poking around some of the nicer areas of town, looking for folk with richer garments like them. At first I checked up in Westerly Heights, but I didn't see anything at all. And I staked out Westerly Heights for a few days, nothing. And then I checked sort of down by the Songbird Amphitheater, and still not really anything. And then I noticed, just corner of my eye really, luck have it, at folk who resembled them at a distance. And they were approaching one of the larger manors on the south side of town. What's the name? Sullivan Manor. They went through the gates and they went into the manor, but I didn't get much more after that.
Confirms a suspicion of mine.
And well, past few days I've been sitting here trying to figure out what to do next, but now that you've approached me, we may be able to formulate some sort of plan or another. What were you going to say? I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, well, when Mr. Duchesne told us about how rich-looking people came in with the other piece, I was fairly certain that they would have to have something to do with Lady Sullivan. Lady Sullivan is the person that hired us to help find the cure for Silver Vein, because she is afflicted with it. Now, Lady Sullivan, she had said that her children would not want her cured, it seemed as if her children would not want her cured so that they would get inheritance. So I had thought that perhaps the one in Glorybell, I believe his name is Jack, is the one who has been working against us. So the fact that you said that that they went into the Sullivan house makes sense.
I see that would tie things together. I suppose that gives a stronger suspicion that it wasn't just a chance visit that these fellows went into the manor.
Yes. However, there is one big question that
Yes.
we need to know the answer to. Have you, by any chance, come across this symbol? Ruva's gonna show him the seal, the uh, the seal with the mask and the crown and stuff.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yes.
He kind of leans over a little bit to look at the symbol that you show him. Uh, no, I've not. Why? Is
Well,
it related to this?
I'm not sure, but I think somehow, yes. We have been targeted by a group using this symbol. We are not quite sure why. However, the fact that we are attempting to find information about this would be the only reason that we're being targeted. So it makes sense that they're connected.
I see. I suppose that does make sense, though. I'm afraid I can't speak more on it.
Well, if I were you, I would be a bit wary. Even more so now. For if we're being followed, and they know that we met with you, we may have accidentally gotten you involved. Though I suppose you're already involved in a way.
You're right about that. I've already got myself quite involved in this matter, and I don't plan on uninvolving myself until I find what I seek. Though I am wary of dangers. You're right. I'm not much of a fighter myself.
Perhaps it would be best if we all worked together then.
I would like that.
Safety in numbers.
You had others with you back in Silkenshore. Are they still around?
Yes. Yes, Tibbs and Kaj are here, as well as Nyanhari Scholar, the apprentice of the Archaeomancer.
I see.
She's traveling with us as well.
All right, then. I suppose that makes us 6, then.
Yes, we had heard that you had visited Duchesne, and we put 2 and 2 together. So we told him that if you went there to tell you to meet us at the Good Graces.
I see.
So if you meet someone and they tell you to go to the Good Graces, that's why. River kind of laughs.
Of course. I was poking around the good graces a little bit myself, asking some questions around.
Are you busy, or like what do you think our best bet is in regards to the Sullivan Mansion?
Well, that was where I was a little bit stuck before you arrived. My plans for the day were to use the morning to. Well, I was going to visit the church, as I know that they've been treating Silvervein. I wanted to ask them some questions about what they might know about it, and then there was I believe a wizard up in the Faraway District I hadn't gotten to yet.
Oh, yes.
She had an interest in dragons, from what I'd heard, and so I thought it might be prudent to pay her a visit as well. Though I hadn't got around to that yet either. I've been mostly casing out the Sullivan Manor these past few days.
I think with our help, it might be easier to get in the front door, as it were. Perhaps to slightly get eyes on the inside, and then potentially plan better. For we can say that perhaps that we come with a message from their mother who wants to see them or something. And
Yes, well, I suppose I can tell you what I've seen from my days of watching the manor.
yes,
Do you think that would help?
do you mind if I call in Kaj and Tibbs?
Yes, of course.
She's gonna go over to Kaj and Tibbs and say, "Don't mention that we have the half of the stone." I said we're looking for the other half here. Just don't mention it. I'm not quite sure if we can fully trust him yet, but he's definitely very useful. Come on.
I'm gonna nudge Tibbs away quickly.
Oh.
And so-
What?
Oh, don't mention that we have the other side of the stone.
The other side of the what?
The stone. The key.
So what?
We don't have anything.
Okay.
All right. The others make your way into the rather small room, and Rolo just kind of nods to each of you as you enter and says, "I remember your faces. Welcome."
Nod back to him.
Now then, your friend here was asking me to summarize what I'd seen while I was watching Sullivan Manor.
Okay.
And well, I wasn't there all hours of the day, so there is some gaps in what I know. I did have to take time to, well, sleep, of course, and I was asking questions around some of the taverns, but from what I saw, it's quite a few guards. Some of them town watch, some of them, I believe, working for Sullivan directly, but all manner of them out front of the gate, and then I did a couple passes by, and some of them inside the gate as well. And well, I'm no burglar, and a place that heavily fortified, I had no interest in attempting to break in to find out anything further. I did notice periodically some folk would come by to visit. Some of them, perhaps sort of afternoonish, and some of them maybe later towards the evening, though I'm not particularly sure which ones may have just been a dinner party. You know, nobles sometimes just get together and talk. I'm not sure what may be a pertinent meeting to our interests versus just a casual meeting or perhaps business. But he does seem to receive visitors afternoons and evenings. I've not seen any in the morning.
Hmm.
Are we gonna try and just walk right in? I'm sneaky.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could say that we had a message from Lady Sullivan, and that she's sick and that she wanted to see them, that sort of thing.
Well, from what I saw, those who came to meet with Sullivan, there was a few who were turned away. I think perhaps a butler of sorts, a manservant, met them at the gate, and they moved along. Perhaps only to deliver a message, or perhaps rejected from a meeting, but they didn't make it past the gate.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I have a couple of suggestions, but if anyone else wants to go first.
You can always try the straightforward way first, and if that doesn't work out, try something else.
What's the straightforward way?
This what you just mentioned about having a message.
Oh, okay. So the lying thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So there's that. We could also do the ominous one, which is tell him we have the stuff.
they have something? Do they have the other stone?
What? Well, we think so, but that's not what I was talking about. So I'm not sure if the Sullivan son is working for the other organization or not. I do think it would be funny if it was a rivalry of another rich house or something. But I haven't figured that out yet. But remember that alchemy place we found?
Ah, the one that blew up.
No, I wasn't gonna mention that part, but yes, that one.
Mhm.
So that was clearly some shady dealing. And and Jack Sullivan is a merchant, correct? I get the feeling that they've done shady dealings. So potentially we can just walk up, and if we look the part, maybe slightly unsavory or something, we can just say we have a special delivery and be vague, and then hopefully they'll either, well, if they know what we're talking about, and potentially, remember how I took those masks?
Mhm.
I was thinking maybe of potentially like flashing one of the masks and then seeing what the reaction is. And if the reaction is one of knowledge, then we would know that they have dealings with them. But if we just get turned away in confusion, we would know at least they don't have anything to do with that.
Or if it is a rival, then we could get attacked.
Well, I don't really.
Yeah, and I don't think I should be anywhere near this.
Well, but you're one of the rougher looking ones.
I am literally covered in lavender. That screams that we've been on the island.
Hmm. That's fair.
Even
guess
if I get rid of it, I probably will smell like it for at least 3 more days.
Yeah, I'm
It
not
smells
great at
nice,
all
by
this
the way.
sneaky business either.
Thank
It
you.
is a good. It's especially good compared to what you used to smell like before.
That is very. I can't smell it anymore. I, like gotten used to it.
It's good.
potentially I could try to do it alone, but
Why not just like break it?
break what? Break
Are you
in?
like sneaky?
Yes, but I'm saying these are better ways than just sneaking past many guards that Lola just mentioned. If we could get in
I missed that part.
genuinely, if we could get an actual audience, then we won't be watched as well.
Well,
Uh,
Aren't we
Tibbs,
like cool with Miss Sullivan? Why would we be like, no?
Tibbs, I have an idea.
So
Isn't your family the sort of rich folk that would go over there for a visit anyways?
no idea.
Yeah,
If
he
we
doesn't
checked
have
with
a
them,
family. Remember?
if we checked with them, see if we can get like an invite or something to go over there. Be your way into.
I mean, like we know Miss Sullivan. Like, is that not enough?
That might not be enough because
It might not be.
they're actively wanting her to die. Okay. I don't know how the nice way to say that is, but they're rooting for her losing. So if we say,
See,
hey, we got something for your mom from your mom, they might just be like, please leave.
See, the
But
thing
that
is, my problem with that, if these people are shady, which seems to be the case, I don't want to involve my family in that.
well,
We could
I
always
mean,
just burn that place down, right?
that would be hard to do as you have no family. But yes, I too think that we're going to have to think slightly outside the box for this one.
Plus, like, I don't even know if my family is involved with them. I'd imagine they are to an extent. Feels like rich people would know all the other rich people, but I don't know. Asking for a favor, like, immediately doesn't really sound like a good idea.
You're
Plus, it
right.
would be involving them. Kind of dangerous.
I don't know how families work, man.
I
Well, it's okay. Neither does
just
he.
think of it as anybody who you care about. If they're not involved in something, you don't want to get them involved in it, put them in danger.
You guys are involved in everything I'm involved in.
Yeah, I mean, think of it like, would you want anybody in the orphanage to get involved, like right now? Possibly put them in danger.
We are
Good
involved.
point.
We're from the
I said
orphanage.
at the orphanage. We are not at the orphanage at the moment.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is,
Like we wanted to
well,
protect. We wanted to protect. Uh, from that sketchy dude. Remember?
Mhm.
I mean, right now that sketchy dude is the Sullivans. Apparently,
what?
it's a comparison. Trying to.
Oh, I forgot. You're hungover. That's why it doesn't make sense.
I mean, none of these plans make sense.
What do you mean?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're cool with the Sullivans. It's kind of like,
have-
I mean, I
I
know
have an
they're
idea.
not like cool, but
I have an idea.
what's up?
Gail,
Oh,
what are we doing?
Mm,
it's one of those flip a coin things.
what are the options?
He does have powers.
Break in,
No,
Break
no,
in.
no,
not
no,
break
no.
in.
Don't
Walk
tell
in.
him.
Burn it
Don't
down.
tell him.
Sneak in, not sneak in. And by sneak in, I think that means Ruva, because I'm not very sneaky.
It's not just the same as breaking in and sneaking in.
That's why I clarified.
Well,
I mean, we
no,
could do the like
breaking
sneak in
in.
or break in as the two options.
Breaking in is everyone
Seems a bit
breaking in.
extreme,
Sneaking in would be stealthy people going in.
which is you.
I will back whatever Gail decides on, and I doubt you two will agree on anything. So it's up to
I'm
Gail.
not involved
Tibbs,
regardless,
yeah,
so
Tibbs doesn't have anything to do with this, quite honestly.
like I
He's,
could do like a
he's
I could
there
do
to
like a
look
third
pretty.
party thing if you guys want knowledge elsewhere while this is going on.
I mean, why don't we just talk to them? I mean,
That's what I was saying.
our friend said that he is going to the church. He wanted to do some research at the church, anyways, to see if he could find anything else out. And maybe the wizard. We don't have to rush. I mean, if you want to rush, then sure. I'd say let's just break in.
I feel like
Have
we're
some
on a
No,
fun.
bit
no,
of a
no.
time limit.
Let's
No,
break in. That'd be fun.
of
No,
course,
he said that
of
we
course
don't.
we're doing everything else first. I'm just saying, we might
Yeah, they
want
don't
to
take
have
visitors until the evening anyway.
yeah, we might need a plan for when
Yeah.
it does get to it.
Plans break in.
Okay,
Break in or sneak in.
he said break-in.
Nah, it's more fun.
Also, way more dangerous. I mean,
Yeah.
so there were guards.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be there. Like,
Quite a few guards.
You're not gonna go there regardless?
yeah, but one would
Wait.
involve you guys fighting,
Hold
and
on.
one would
You're not
involve you
going
guys
at
not
all?
fighting.
You're not going at all?
I can't be near them if they
Why
see
not?
me. Again, lavender, lots of it. I don't really have
Cal?
a good way of getting rid of it.
No, I
What-
don't. Obviously,
wrong
you're
with
not gonna be there
lavender?
for the conversation. That's fine. But if we choose to just break in,
Break in. Who cares about lavender?
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not very sneaky.
that's
We're
fine.
not
That's
I
called a
feel like
sneaky.
I'd
break
be
in.
a
We're breaking in.
liability.
No,
Just be
it's
nearby,
fine.
and if you see things start catching fire, then you'll know.
Yeah.
We're not sneaking in. If it was sneaking, we would
So
leave
we're
you
just
behind.
going guns blazing, fucking fight
Apparently.
them.
Do you know what
That's what
break in
Caleb
means?
wanted to.
These are two totally different things. I mean, are we just gonna go fight them? Because that's not really breaking in. That's just going for a fucking fight at that point.
Hey, I gave like 5 options that had nothing to do with fighting, and you all did not like them.
I'll be honest, I wasn't listening.
So the plans are go up to them and beat shit.
Well, no.
What happens
All right,
if
so
you break in? Are you not gonna end up fighting regardless?
right, but you're suggesting we just go face to face and announce we're there, and then have a fight.
Well, how are
When-
you gonna break in without making enough noise to alert them? There's a lot of guards.
Well,
If somebody saw somebody breaking in, is their job to fight you?
What if we can get Alfred to be one of the guards? Maybe he'll let us in.
Alfred is pretty good guard.
He's part of this. now.
Alfred is who?
He's our
He's
new
a
friend we met
guard.
last night.
A guard we met. He's on our side.
You like a city guard?
Yeah. They said there were some city guards that worked at the Sullivan, so
Do you
perhaps Alfred will be there. Or perhaps we can get him to be there.
feel
to
like
let us
there's
in.
might be like different standards?
What do you mean?
In either case, maybe we should just go and start exploring the other places first and see if something comes to us.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you're gonna be buying guards, you're not gonna be buying like the ones that would get turned so easily. Like, you guys give him money or something?
No.
That's not good.
What do you mean? No. No, it's worse if you buy someone. If you
Well,
buy someone,
I
that
think
just means that anyone who wants to buy them just has to
I
give
mean,
them
buy
more
as
money.
in like
if they have town
higher.
guards specifically around their place, they're probably ones that they've vetted.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So I don't think they're gonna be ones that we can just like ones that are in rotation with typical city guards.
that's true.
And I'd like, I hope they wouldn't be easy enough to just get swayed by
Wait
some
a
poor
second.
kids who walk up.
What if... I have an idea.
We have a lot of them right now.
So I have a disguise potion. What
You
if...
didn't say that sooner.
What? I've had it for like so long.
Well, that solves a lot of things.
So what if we...
Wait, does it change your height?
What, a disguise potion?
Yeah. Does it just change the way you look, or can you make yourself bigger? Because
It's just the way that you look, I think. Why? No,
well, who are you planning to change into?
no. Well, what if I saw one of the guards, then I changed myself into one of the guards? Then all we would have to do was take out one guard.
Yeah, we have a
And-
3'11" guard. I don't feel like anybody's gonna.
No. It makes you look like the person.
So you do get bigger.
No, You don't get bigger. Mm,
You're very small.
no.
You-
You look bigger, but you're not actually bigger.
That's what I was asking.
So I would, or whoever takes the potion, would look exactly like the guard.
Okay, so we're still in the plan of we're fighting.
What? No, we could just be the guard, and then the guard would be like, no, these people are okay. And then they would let them in. And by them, I mean you guys. And then they would let them in.
I
If
feel like we're
anyone's
still in the same boat of where I feel like we could get in pretty easily just by the idea of knowing Miss Sullivan. But the
Okay.
thing is, isn't it like the problem that like once we get in, like how we don't get like caught because we don't really have a good reason to be there. Assuming they're like against this whole thing. I thought
Well,
that was the kind of
honestly,
the big problem.
I mean,
honestly,
we could play stupid and be like, "Oh yeah, we're here because we need help trying to find this thing, and your mother said that you are a reliable source." And then maybe we'd still be like, "Oh yes, blah blah," and they'll let the guard down, and then bam, bam,
well,
we
honestly,
win.
I thought we
So
were
we're
gonna,
fighting.
do
Probably.
the talk to them about the mom thing regardless, so that
Okay.
we could
Whoa,
get a
whoa, wait.
good layout of the
If we
inside before
fight,
we break in.
if we fight, these are legally hired guards. What if what if like a city guard sees us? Then the city, like, what if they are city guards? That means like
Some of them are.
that means we're breaking a law, and
Then
we're gonna get like
it's a
fucked up.
good thing that I grabbed those masks then. I mean, there aren't enough for all of us, but
I feel like a mask isn't gonna hide a very big green person, a very big blue person. Like, are we getting different? Would we get like hoods too, or
I don't know. Do you have hood? I have lots of clothing.
I have like a tunic on?
Well, if we're
I
going
have
there, we're not
lots
going
of
with the
clothing.
intent to attack them right away. So if we do
No.
get in a
We
fight,
are
Oh,
all on different pages at the moment.
it'll be
okay.
because they attacked us. So
Okay,
Why would a
guys.
city? Okay, but if they're still city guards, if they attack us, then the way of the law is gonna lean towards
it doesn't
them,
matter where we are on this map. If
Guys,
the city guard attacked us, I would kill them.
we are visiting
and then we're
twice.
still in the same position of the guards.
So why worry
Guys,
about it?
we're going to visit twice. One is
People have
regional.
more stakes in the
2 is
city than
whatever.
just this. By the way, like we do some fucked up shit, get locked up.
Brutal laughs at the thought of being locked up. I don't think I'm going to be locked up again.
I don't think you can take on that whole city.
Well,
I don't
wait,
think
did
any
she
of us
just
can.
say again?
What?
Did she just say again?
Again? Oh. Wait, what?
What are we talking about?
I
Where are
don't
we
know.
going?
You
What
want
did you
wait?
decide on?
Are we just gonna let that go?
Let's just go to the wizard.
I feel like we should go over that real quick.
The wizard likes dragons. So if we go there, we'll get the information about the dragon stuff. See, if you hadn't been asleep the first time, we wouldn't have to go over this.
What do you think, friend?
It's not what I was talking about.
Well, if you all want to investigate the leads that I was going to take today, I can watch the manor and see if anyone else approaches.
Might as well.
Yep, that is a good idea.
Then later on in the day, we can meet back here if you want, and we can both discuss what we have learned.
Okay. Do you need someone to come with you, or?
I've been staking out the place on my own. I'd rather not draw attention to myself, to be honest. If all of a sudden I had someone with me, it might be more suspicious.
Yep.
So
All right.
I'll be alright on my own. I don't plan on doing any fighting.
All right. Just don't die, okay?
I'll do my best.
All right. So I guess we're gonna go see the wizard, right? Do you know where in Faraway?
Well, I just heard lived in a tower in the Faraway District. I
Okay.
hadn't been there yet, but can't be too hard to spot.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be easy to find. Okay,
And
guys.
then the church I was going to visit is just sort of east side of the city, near Dunhollow.
The church.
Aye, yes. As I said, I was going to poke around the church, maybe ask some questions.
Okay.
I'm following you.
Huh?
Whoever walks out first.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
All right, then. We'll meet back here. He's just talking to you now, Gil, as everybody's leaving. We'll meet back here sometime in the afternoon, then.
Hard. Sounds like a deal. Be careful.
You as well. The four of you may make your way back down the creaking stairs to the tavern floor of the Drunken Jester. And making your way back outside to Glaston.
So we have to go across the whole city.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You make your way down the dirt road again, passing by several other folk who sort of eye you suspiciously and then return to their business. As you begin to head north in the city, back out of Glaston. So currently you are about just this general area.
Where do you think we should go first, Gil?
The wizard sounds fun.
Far away.
All right, making your way all the way to the polar opposite side of the city to the Faraway District.
Yes.
Very well. Actually, let's take a little 2-minute break, just really quick. Go to the bathroom, get some water, whatever you need to do. It'll just be a short little break.
Okay.
As we were in the middle of a conversation, so I didn't want to do it there, but I try to at least have at least one break for each stream, because 3 hours can be a long time. All right. So chat, BRB. We'll be right back in just a minute or two. So do what you need to do and come right back.
back. Whew. We'll leave for dinner.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I am back. Are we missing anybody?
Okay, nothing. So. Wait,
Is Gil here?
Nick? Yeah. Nope, I don't think Nick's here.
Roll call. Welcome, Zeke. How are you doing today?
Ambiance go crazy.
Yeah, there's so much going on in this ambiance. I wish there was a just kind of a more chill city street one that didn't have sound effects every 2 seconds. Let me try the other one. Maybe it might be worse though. We'll give that one a try for now. I'm all for soundscapes, but sometimes the designers put just a little bit too much into them. Sometimes they can just be chill. This one's better so far. That is a good point, Dungeon Dragon Farm. We've never quite established what kind of cheese !cheese summons.
That looks like cheddar.
No, it looks like Swiss. The only ones that have holes like that I think I know are provolone and Swiss.
Oh, I like provolone. Anyone else going through a midlife
Oh.
crisis? Oh, Zeke. Yo, me and Zeke got clapped today in ranked for like the first 4 games we played.
Wait, that's the Zeke?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Zeke who, excuse you, yes, I did get clapped. But you're the one who blamed me and was like, who do you play with? Blah, 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 blah. Why is your rank so... Why is your MMR? Is that what you were complaining about something like that?
Oh, Nick, you're back.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
we're all good then?
It's a bit of a late reaction on that one.
yeah. Sorry, I was taking care of some stuff in my mouth.
It's all good. Okay. So you trek your way back up north through the city, which takes you over an hour to do so, winding your way through the different city streets, passing once again through St. Willow Square.
Could I say that I gave all my lavender to my dad and
Yeah,
asked him
sure.
if he can make oil out of it?
Sure, yeah.
Wait.
I never asked you exactly what you did that night, but
I don't know if I would have gotten to it that night, but on
you
the way
can-
back through.
yeah, you can
at
pass.
least.
You can pass back through and do that if you want.
Okay, good.
If he's doing that, can I quick have Ruva stop in the blacksmith really quickly? Because she said she would.
Right.
To see if it was done.
Yep.
Is it done? It's not done.
I can bring you there if you want.
No, it just has to be like a quick thing. No, okay, never
Okay.
mind. Never mind.
I wanna repeat. He informs you that he's still working. He's only half done, but you might have.
Okay.
He should have it for you for tomorrow.
Okay.
He tells you that it took him a moment to decide kind of how he wanted to build the dagger. He didn't want to make a mistake and damage what you'd given him.
Mm-hmm.
But after resolving your business in St. Willow Square, you make your way north, passing by a large kind of cluster of trees that make up the park. You can pass right through it if you want to see the map. It is
Yeah.
on the
Let's see
way.
it. Yeah.
Because I don't know if there's really any other reason to see this map.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm like, he made it, didn't he? Like, you gotta see this.
The subtle please undertone.
Nah, you guys can go wherever you want. It was more that it was more that I looked at the map there, and that I realized that I had placed the path to Faraway like right after the park. So I was like, I was gonna let you just walk right by it because I figured, well, there's a street that goes right by it. But then I was like, oh yeah, it actually, the stairs up to the Faraway District actually go right through the park. But yeah, you pass your way through that cluster of trees at Garnet Park on your way to the Faraway District. And you can see kind of folk bustling about. Some of them kind of walking casually out from the Amber Lane markets. Some of them eating food that they bought from street vendors and things like that. Some people just kind of resting in the grass. There's a large fountain in the center of the park that just sort of very gently spews water as you pass right through. And several paths branch off. The one that leads off kind of towards your left now stretches off towards a sort of escalated part of town. And you can see these stone steps wind their way up toward it.
I'll close my eyes, take a moment, and then flick a copper piece into the fountain.
All right. You can actually see a couple other copper pieces. Other people have done the same.
While we're walking, I've been producing flame in my hand and then like putting it out like repeatedly the entire time.
Very well.
You're getting a bit angsty.
Rhoda's just playing with her necklace.
We should be in a hurry.
You guys are all very fidgety.
Oh, I was gonna. Sorry, I was dragging you over there, Gil, but you can go where you want. I was just dragging you over there so that I could copy you all. And you're all together in a little bundle like that. But you can go where you like. I don't want.
Forward a beam up.
Hey, Gail, just an old lady dying.
It's not a lady.
Miss Sullivan?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the person on the bench.
Oh no, he's probably already dead. Mood though.
All right. So passing your way out of the park and towards those stone steps, you can see that this section of town is sort of elevated up on rock formations. You can move.
Playing this place fancy.
Stone steps wind their way sort of along that rock face to get to the elevated section of town known as the Faraway District. And arriving up on the taller area, after making your way up the stone steps, you can kind of look around and get a good sense of the area. It doesn't seem nearly as run down as Glaston did, but it's not exactly manors and mansions either. But you stand in sort of a small little stone circle, a little square where there's a well, and look around at the different houses. Off in the distance, you can see some more trees that line the edge of that rock face that you climbed up. And sitting kind of above them, just above the tops of the trees there, you can see a tower, circular and made of old stone, with ivy growing along it, and a little flag gently kind of waving in the wind at the very top.
I guess that's the tower we're looking for?
Kind of stands out, yeah, holy shit. Figured it'd be harder to find. God, he's so fast.
My stupid little legs.
So making your way over to the tower, there's a stone staircase that leads up to it, just a couple steps. And at the top is a rather sturdy looking wooden door. And at the center of the door is a ring of some sort of kind of golden looking sheen to it that is intended to be used to knock on the door. And the ring is sort of held in place, fastened to the door by another little kind of golden statue in the shape of some sort of paw grabbing the ring.
Oh. Somebody do the knockies.
You use the ring to let out a couple very loud knocks across this rather sturdy door. And after a couple moments of silence, you hear, yes, you can come in, door's unlocked.
I immediately open it, rush in.
River frowns. Who leaves the door unlocked?
All right, one moment. It must be very frustrating, chat, when I bring you guys to the map a little bit before the actual players do, but I always hide details by like zooming in and stuff. So I apologize. That must be very annoying for you. You have to wait for the players too. You don't get special privileges. But as you make your way up those little stone steps and inside this tower, with Gale making your way in first. Gale, as you can sort of take a first step into the room that you now stand in, you are almost immediately tackled to the ground by something.
Hello?
And
It's okay.
as it tackles you to the ground, it just begins to lick your face. And as you get a better look at what tackled you, it is a sort of dog, a large dog, or perhaps sort of wolf-sized draconic creature, scales and wings that have sort of little claws attached to it. And it has a forked tongue that it's using to lick your face. And as the others sort of accompany Gale up into this little room here, you can see that it's sort of lined with bookshelves and a warm, glowing hearth in the corner. But on the far side of the room, seated at a desk and now sort of turning around to face you, is a woman with blonde hair, wearing sort of green robes with a hood up. And she notices you enter and says, Gods, Cindersnout, down, don't attack the nice folk. And she sort of stands from her chair to sort of make her way quickly towards you. It's all right. He doesn't mean any harm.
I am petting him.
He just allows you to pet him and just keeps looking at you. He says, I apologize. He can be a little bit rambunctious when he hasn't had a chance to play yet today.
Cute little guy.
He needs to play? What does he play with?
Yes, well,
You.
suppose you can play with him if you wish.
Please?
Here, you can sit down if you like. She's kind of gesturing to the others. Here, just a moment. She makes her way back. She gestures sort of to the table here for you guys to sit down, but makes her way back to her own little desk on the far side of the room. You see her just kind of scoop something up and then return back to you, Gail. And she hands you a small, slightly translucent purple gem and says, here, just toss that for him and he'll go and grab it for you.
Oh, okay. I toss it in this corner.
All right.
It breaks.
It doesn't.
Yo, burn.
It doesn't break, but it does bounce with a pretty heavy thud. It's not it's not a ball by any means, but it does rattle across the floorboards, and the small little draconic creature sprints to the other side and snaps it up in its jaws, and then quickly carries it back to you and kind of sits right at your feet and holds the little gem up to you.
Alright, yep. You guys have a fun conversation. I'm just gonna boop boop
Kaj, I think you just
That's
stepped
fun.
on meat.
boop.
Sorry.
Sorry,
trying to get to the
sorry
fire.
about that. He can be a little bit messy when he eats as well. There's just a raw piece of meat lying on the carpet.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, now it's shoe flavored.
Cindersnow, don't leave your food lying around on the ground.
What is he?
Well, sort of a wormling of sorts. A baby, just a little one.
There's a little baby.
How big will it get?
Well, suppose that's yet to be determined. Though I suppose judging from the size of the claws here, I'd say at the very least double his size now.
That's so cute.
Now then, I apologize for the rudeness. I am Sinceria Shonik, and well, you folk are?
I'm Martha.
I'm Gale. Fetch.
Kaj.
Tibber.
The woman just kind of quickly shakes all of your hands rather excitedly. And as she kind of approaches you, you notice that she actually has rather odd-looking eyes. They aren't your typical color. They glow with a gold hue to them.
Your eyes are very, very pretty.
Well, thank you. Now, to what do I owe the pleasure of your little visit here today?
I'm sorry. I'm distracted by
here?
the wormling. Wait. There was a reason we were here. Oh, dragons. We were told that perhaps you would know about dragons.
Dragons, you say? That's the purpose of your visit? Well, good. Dragons have been a bit of a obsession of mine of late. Well, I suppose you can already tell that. I suppose I can help as best I can. What do you want to know?
Rugal looks at Kaj.
Kaj is like very distracted by the gold in her eyes right now.
What did we want to know? I don't even...
No, it was. I got distracted. I forgot.
Oh, this is awkward.
You all are the worst. Oh my god, alright. So long story short, we're trying to find out about this dragon tablet. So we want to know more about dragons because we went to this monastery about Yarn Cole, and so we're trying to find out more about it. Apparently, there's another half that's here, but rich folk have it. So we want to know more if you have any ideas about it.
That
Heavens, that is quite a lot to digest. Um, let's start at the beginning. Dragon tablet.
There was a stone tablet. It's supposed to be a keystone to the birthright of dragons. Or of dragonborn. Birthright of dragonborn.
I see. The tablet. Do you have it with you?
Unfortunately, it was split in two.
All right. Do you have the
Although
pieces?
two of the both pieces should be in the city.
why did we come here?
Oh, we have half. But that's
There
a
we go.
secret. Kaj,
Hmm?
give her that half of the tablet.
Oh, yeah. I'll reach in my bag and grab it and give it to her.
You good, bro?
She has very pretty eyes.
You all are the worst at being distracted.
Yeah, but
Jeez.
he's like entranced over there. Like, goddamn.
You, and you say I get distracted easily. Jesus.
I mean, it's like the time you looked at the fire. Apparently, like
I'm gonna
How
turn around and start looking at the fire now.
Were your
Okay.
eyes? Were you born with your eyes like that?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Wow.
It's just always been how they are, I suppose. Now
I've
then.
never seen eyes like that before.
Well, I suppose they are a little bit unique.
a little bit.
Where are you from?
Myself, far away, I suppose you could say.
That's where we are.
Well, farther away, I
Eh.
suppose.
Got her. Is she an elf?
I don't think so.
It's a little bit hard to tell, actually. She's wearing a hood, and her hair is kind of quite long.
Mm.
Okay. So, what do you think about the tablet?
Well, it is indeed draconic in making. I've seen things of similar sort. Dragonborn hiding things, even towns behind locked doors with keystones of the sort. You're right, this is only half of it. And the text here.
Oh, do you need me to read it to you?
No, I'm
she
quite all right,
knows.
thank you. Thank you for the offer, though. It's nice to meet someone else who can read Draconic.
I could read more too.
Yeah, I could read it too.
No, I mean I can literally read it.
Yeah, totally. Same.
Never mind. Okay.
You can read more languages.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm,
Yeah, apparently I can read bird languages too.
Really, so can I.
So,
Oh, what? You have pretty eyes like I do.
All right, get a room.
No, I mean look, her eyes glimmer, and I have one blue and green.
Must just be what we're born with, right? Now, back to the tablet.
are you also an air genasi? You're not blue.
No, I'm not.
This is going swimmingly.
Now then, you said you found this at a monastery? Is that what you said?
That's correct. This half.
Whereabouts?
In the monastery.
Down at the bottom. So there was a thing talking about the next successor of of the champion for Yarn Call. And after we defeated Yarn Call, or at least his shadow, we saw this.
Well, I meant where was the monastery?
Yeah, Lavender Isle.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I see. So that's what that was. I'd heard there'd been some sort of old dragonborn ruin out on the coast. I hadn't seen it myself, though. It was a monastery then. Interesting. I'll have to write that down. And who's this Yarn Cull fellow?
He was the last champion? The
Dragonborn
last
champion.
champion of Lilendale? The Silverworm?
She snaps to attention when you say that. What did you just say?
That's strong accord.
Lilendale the Silverworm?
Lilandia?
Yeah, that one. It was a monastery in worship of Lilendale.
I see. Lilandia. Here. I suppose that's certainly plausible. All right. Well, this certainly got a lot more interesting than it already was. Let me see. What did they speak about of Lilandiel at the monastery?
That they were fighting another faction, Red Dragon, I think, and was it killed? I think they were killed by it.
There were murals there that looked like Valendia was fighting a red dragon, yeah.
And then something about a birthright. Like a healing melody is beneath the Dragonborn's birthright, maybe? I don't quite remember.
I see. Well, I'm not sure what the melody part refers to, but I can tell you more about Lilandiel if you wish.
Oh yes, please.
Well, any dragon scholar worth their salt can tell you that a long time ago, there were far more dragons than there are now. And, well, time passes and things change. Most dragons are not present. I imagine you've not seen very many in your own life.
Saw a dude like 30 minutes ago.
That's a Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Close enough.
Similar in ancestry, but not the same thing. Very far from it. Long ago, there were archdragons. There were massive, powerful creatures. And you don't see much talk of them today, though you can still hear mention of them in hymns and scripture of the Dragonborn. And well, Lilandiel I've heard mentioned several times. You see, long ago, when there were archdragons, they were kin of sort, sons and daughters, if you will, of the queen of the dragons, Nidrir. And from what I understand of it, Lilandiel was, how do you say this, sympathetic to the small folk. Which is not a particularly common thing among dragons. And I don't believe that sat particularly well with some of her kin. And I believe this mural you refer to may have been the result of that. Kinslaying, they call it in Dragonborn culture. It's a great sin. And from what I understand, Lilandil is dead, did not survive that encounter with her brothers and sisters. As for the other part you mentioned, birthright. You heard talk of a birthright at the monastery. Is that it?
Yes.
Well, that's not quite as straightforward, I'm afraid. You see, often in Dragonborn culture, birthright refers to something ancient. You see, Dragonborn often descend from lineages relating to larger, full-blooded dragons. And it often informs the color of their scales. I imagine you may have seen Dragonborn of many different shades of scales.
Mm.
And a lot of Dragonborn, as we don't have many archdragons these days, well, they worship the old blood like gods, I suppose, as humans would worship gods. And often are rather possessive of that bloodline. Now, I've seen mention of birthright in other Dragonborn writing, though each time it tended to refer to something different. One time it referred to the old hoard of gold and jewels and gems that a dragon had amassed in their lifetime. The Dragonborn sought it, they felt it was theirs to own, as it was within their bloodline. Other time, I heard birthright refer to how do I phrase this? Well, the dragon itself, if that makes sense.
That does make sense, yeah.
You see, a dragon dying is, well, it's uncommon. They're powerful creatures. And so, a death can leave a void of sorts. If that makes sense.
So someone would have to take the place.
I suppose that's one train of thought. Other Dragonborn believe that the world around us balances the void itself. But again, there's many trains of thought amongst Dragonborn scholars.
So out of the death comes another, maybe like an egg or something.
I've heard writing of that, but never seen anything to confirm that. But dragons are, as I said, powerful things. They leave behind sort of a presence, even if they're long gone. Dragon leaving this world is a momentous thing, if you will.
So the area where Lilandil died has been changed by the death,
Well,
and is the birthright?
I've done my reading of Lilandil, but I've no idea where she died.
Well, I would assume it was locked up, perhaps with the remains, which would be the rest of the birthright, and potentially her hoard.
Well, I won't draw any conclusions before I've seen any of it. I don't like to assume.
Well, there would have had to have been like what 4 dragons that died on
Why?
and be put on that island. The big skulls on the island.
No, that potentially could have been not just dragons. It could have been some of those wait,
Yeah, like a
archdragons
big
are
dragon,
the
the important ones.
archdragons are the important ones?
Well, let me get you into draconic archetyping. Well, you see, when I refer to archdragon, it's only really a term of sorts. Dragon scholars use it to sort of group together incredibly powerful and old dragons, though I'm not sure what an archdragon might call themselves. And then there are other breeds and kinds of dragons. She just kind of waves her hand quickly at Cindersnout. Much smaller, much less intelligent kinds as well, that sort of live much in the manner of common beasts would. And then there's sort of everything in between. There's wyverns and drakes and wormlings and...
Ellen Treshant?
Yes, I've heard stories about forests north of here.
Dukreen domain.
Yes, folk tells about something at least resembling a dragon. Oh, I've not seen it myself.
We have.
You have?
It was yeah, we fought it.
Well, what did
Guess-
it look like? Do you have a? Did you draw a picture of it?
Like a bird,
Well,
like multiple heads.
I suppose all of us could try to draw a picture, and then we could give you the best one.
I might have a better idea. Which of you would say has the strongest memory of it?
Dibs. Wait, what were we talking about? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Ellen Treshant.
What about him?
Who do you think has a best memory of it?
Like what it looks like?
Yeah.
I mean, we were all up
I think
in
we
person
all
with it.
know what it looks like.
Well, I mean,
There was like a big bird with 3 heads, and
It's not a bird per se.
it wasn't a bird, and also
it looked
part
like
of the
a
area
bird.
that it had a nest. There were 2 of them with little babies, but the babies only had 1 head. The mother and the daddy had 3 heads. I think all 3 heads had different things that they could do.
They
They
were
were
kind of
pretty big.
yellowish gold,
They were yellowish gold with white bellies,
but the
and
children,
They weren't
were
very
blue?
strong though.
weren't the children a
birds
different
blue?
color?
Yeah, weren't they
Yeah,
blue?
they looked bluish.
Oh my god, I am a dragon.
I told you, man.
Oh my god. That'd be cool. Also they were watching over this rune. Like this I don't know what it was. Like a ritual?
Your sword came from it.
Stone circle.
Yeah, it was something about accept me or something.
Yeah, we never even looked into that. What the hell was that whole thing about?
I don't know, it was weird. I had a weapon that shattered and then became some shattery blade that was put back together like Humpty Dumpty.
It was
I don't
like
think
mid
that really
fight
had
too.
anything to do with the Ellen Treshant. I think that just was because we were too close to the nest.
Well, I have heard creatures of draconic origin tend to be sort of attracted to arcane energies. So I suppose could be why the nest was built there in the first place.
I don't know. They weren't You say dragons are strong. They weren't very strong.
Well, we ran away, so
We almost killed one.
Correction, we only ran away because there was a second. I was not prepared for that, but also we almost whooped one's ass.
Yeah, and that was like at the beginning of our adventure. We're like way stronger now. And we whipped some Ellen Church in the ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we even got a claw.
Yeah, also we have a claw from
I
the
mean, we don't have it
other-
right now, but
we don't.
No, Rue was trying to make it into something. Her world.
Well, as I said, all form of draconic lineages, they vary. Some of them can be quite fierce indeed, but Little Cinder's not here. It's a little bit more on the weaker side. Now then, she was, as you were talking about the Ellen Tretchen, she pulled a small little notebook out of the pocket of her robe, and she was just furiously writing all that down. Now then, I don't suppose I could just... who has the strongest mental image of it?
Probably me.
All right.
I don't think very much.
Okay, well, how about we all just think about our perception here and roll a perception check and
Sure.
potentially
Wait, where are we rolling? What are you talking about, Ruva? You're going crazy.
Oh, good. Oops.
I don't think perception has anything to do with memory, but I'm gonna go along with it.
Well, never mind.
I'm not, because I'm confused. Why are we rolling perception about a history check?
Okay,
That's what
fine.
I was thinking. Now my history is 0, man. I don't
Hey.
remember shit. I remember we beat shit.
Conscience, what do we do?
Hold on, and before Nat 20, real quick.
I would have
Nice
accepted
alert.
it. Perception, it's not the end of the world, but since you're already rolling them. History probably fits it a little bit better, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, I'm gonna be. Wait.
Don't make me highest history, please.
You got this,
Oh
Gale. Got
no,
this.
I'm not good at this.
You got this.
Don't make me.
Yes!
Heyo!
Nice. Thank
There you
God.
go, man.
Come look at my eyes.
I've
Right.
seen all.
No, this is a little bit of an exhausting spell, so just try not to resist it. I won't harm you.
Oh.
Hold on.
Just gonna place my hand on your forehead here. All right.
Be gentle.
That's cute.
She just kind of reaches out and places her hand on your forehead, and then you just sort of feel a slight tingling, as if there was sort of a static shock along her arm into your forehead, and then the image of the Ellen Tretchen just sort of flashes strongly in your mind's eye, and then she releases her hand, and she says, all right. Well, that's what it looks like. Let me see. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna have a seat for a moment.
She eyebrow bots it and makes perfect
Um,
picture of
she places her little notebook down, and she has sort of this small little piece of charcoal that she's using to write with. And as she's continuing to talk to you, she's not looking at the page. She's still looking at you guys as she talks. Just kind of turned with her shoulders facing you, but her arms still on the table, and she just starts sketching without looking at the page.
Great. Creepy as fuck.
Now then, was there anything else that you wanted to ask me? Is there anything else I can help with?
we may or may not have to come back with the scholar of the group.
Oh God, did we leave Pavlova behind?
She was sleeping off a lot of wine.
I kind of made her drink a lot with me. We played a game.
It's been a while. What if she woke up?
I told her to look for Rola. So I gave her something to do.
We left her to walk through the city alone.
No.
We told her to stay there.
Stay in the... Yeah, I told her to stay in the inn.
We should probably go get her after this.
Yeah, actually, it was kind of mean of me to completely forget to tell her not to look for Rolla anymore, especially since we were right there
Just
earlier.
sitting there in the tavern. Well, gosh, I sure hope that Rolo arrives soon.
Yeah,
Who would
I
like to meet
mean,
him?
I'd go to the blacksmith right
We
across the
totally
street.
passed by that
Oh,
area
yeah,
too.
that's what I was
You
saying.
wave at her
Just
through the
give
window.
me-
We are the worst.
Yes, not great, but I think
We
she's
walk by
good.
with Rolla.
Oh no.
Well, if you do want to stop by again, I'm open most times of the day. You just gotta knock.
Okay, and we
Wait.
can see
You a
Cinder's
shop?
again.
I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, that too. Okay. Right. Sorry, I lost train of thought. Do you know anything about the Sullivans here? Have they asked you questions about the tablet before?
I've not spoken with Sullivan family, though I do know about them. One of the noble families in town.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't expect much of that.
I mean, they might have it. That's why I was just curious.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is this place a shop or something? You said you're open?
Sort of. I offer arcane consultation, and I
I
sell
have none of that.
those looking for sort of an insight into magic. I can offer my opinion.
Oh,
Oh.
You
do you by any chance know something about recipes?
you're talking about food?
Potion recipes.
I can take a look if you want.
My dad would know about
Hey,
that.
gosh. Give her the recipe? Okay. Rue's just gonna go over to Kaj, grab a thing from his backpack, and hand her the recipe of the potion that they found in the alchemy place.
She's still sketching on her notepad, but as you kind of place the note down next to her, she switches hands with the charcoal and keeps drawing,
Oh
and
my gosh.
then picks up the note to read it as she continues to draw. Let's see. All right. It's not a recipe I've seen before, but from what I can say, it looks explosive.
Hmm.
Whatever you grew up
That's
with, that is likely to make a loud bang.
Okay.
terrifying.
River's gonna ask in Sylvan, are you from the Feywilds?
She answers in perfect Sylvan and goes, "No, no, I'm not."
Hmm. Okay.
Gonna act like I understood that, like nod my head.
I'm gonna use speak with animals and just start talking with the dragon.
Little fellow won't understand you, but you can do your best.
I'm just talk at him. Be really nice to him.
Can you look at
Mhm.
something for me?
I suppose I can. Bring it here.
All right. Well, I'll hold my hands out like I'm gonna hand her something, and then poof, sword appears. Here you go.
She looks kind of ever so slightly startled by that and says, "Oh, and then she looks back at the sheet that she's been writing on. And Ruva, from your angle, you can kind of see that she's finished. It is a perfect little likeness of the Ellen Trechen, and then she just closes the notebook and tucks it away before standing up to examine what you're showing her go. Well, it's certainly magical. I usually require gold payment for my services, but suppose I can make an exception since you did already give me some very interesting information. Well, around here I like to treat information like currency, so I suppose I'll tell you what I can for free.
All right.
She just sort of takes a moment. Just kind of, you see her craning her neck and examining it from all angles. She hasn't touched it yet. And just kind of quickly does a little dance around it, looking at it, and then you just see her kind of poke it with one finger along the flat of it. All right. And then you see her just run her finger along the edge of it. It's rather sharp. Well, at first I thought perhaps just an enchanted sword, some sort of little enchantment to summon it back to you when it's gone or something of that nature, but this is something a little bit more complex than that. Where did you find this?
Oh, well, when I was telling you about the Elon Trechen, that's how that sword appeared. Now, I will say it's a little different from before because now, it kind of ate another sword and became more of what it is now.
I was actually going to say, it feels like an amalgam of sorts.
Oh, you can feel it's hungry too.
Yes, when I touched my finger against it, it felt like it was ready to eat me right up.
Oh, do you have other magic items it could eat?
Well, I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Oh,
I might need those magic items.
that's fair.
But, symbols here along the flat of it. This blade, it's not of this plane.
What? What do you mean a plane?
Well, think of it like this. Have you ever looked into a mirror?
Sure.
Think of it as though perhaps a reflection, a mirror world to our own, but different, if you would. Imagine you looked into a mirror and instead of a mirror it was a window.
So you're telling me there's other me's?
Not following.
Not other yous, necessarily, but imagine sort of overlap between worlds, if you will. Other planes of existence. Well, this little blade here, it's been hexed, if you will.
What does that mean?
Well, it's fixed in place across planes. And well, from what I can gather, it's fixed to you.
God, Kel, you're so cool.
That's certainly an interesting thing. It's not something I've seen before. Listen, you don't mind if she takes the notebook out again?
What, are you gonna draw me?
I'll smile.
I was going to draw the sword, but I suppose I can add you to the picture as well.
No, it's fine. I'm shy. Here's the sword.
Very well. And she just, without looking at the page, starts to draw. She's staring at the sword now, but is drawing it along a blank page in her notebook.
Nice, do that.
Probably make a circus out of that.
And the sword is a little bit more straightforward than drawing the Ellen Judgment, so she finishes that one up relatively quickly and quickly closes her notebook again and says, "All right, thank you. I'm not sure it's relevant to my area of study, but curiosities catch hold of me."
Well, part of it's a dragonborn sword.
Yes, there was something
Yeah, like
lingering there.
It's like the shadow of the dude, right?
The champion of
it was
the
called-
Latvian.
Yeah, Jan Cole. It was his sword, or at least I guess I think it was what his sword was. It was called Wormheart.
Hmm. All right. Well, I'll make note of that. And she just jots that quickly beside her picture that she's drawn of the sword. And so, part of this amalgam, is that draconic blade. Interesting. Well, the draconic energy from it seemed to be just sort of a more standard enchantment. But the rest of the blade has sort of consumed it.
Hmm. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I suppose it is a little bit unnerving. Rather fascinating, though.
Really cool. Really.
You want to call it that?
Do you think if it eats other things, it's gonna get rid of the others,
Well,
or does it just like all add up?
I suppose that's hard to say. I guess you'd have to find out.
We could test it for greater knowledge and science together.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have any more blades for yours to eat.
Oh,
But if you do learn the answer, I would be interested in knowing it.
all right, that's fair.
Now then, was there anything else you needed?
Actually, I had one last question. She looks over at Tibbs and Gale and then switches to Sylvan again. Um, do you perhaps know anything about enchantments that are binding, that like influence people?
Well, there's certainly all form of enchantments, and she's answering you in the same language you speak to her.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly all sorts of enchantment. Some of them can be stronger than others. Some take hold and warp the others. In my studies of draconic lore, I've even learned of things vaguely in that sort of realm. You see, hordes of dragons and dragon greed can almost spread, if you will. I often see it amongst dwarves. And it's not entirely just pure greed for gold. It's arcane and twisted more. So I imagine that sort of enchantment can exist in all sorts of other forms.
Ah, I see. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Yeah, Riva switches back to common. I think that's all. Do you have anything to ask, guys?
Nope.
Okay. Then I suppose we might have to come back with Pavlova later.
Yes, do come back and visit if you have the time. I'm sure Sendersnaut would be delighted to see you all again. Seems to have taken a liking to you.
Of course. And thank you so much for all your help.
Happy to help as much as I can. Now then, say goodbye to the nice folks, Sendersnout.
Bye, Cindersnout.
Just kind of runs up to you and rubs his scales and wings up against your legs.
Riva just laughs. Oh, I want one.
Oh, here, by the way, you can see Sendersnout bigger if you want.
Derpy little fucking dude.
Adorable.
I'm gonna scratch under his chin. See you later, big guy.
You see his wing kind of jerk slightly as you scratch under his chin with enjoyment.
I guess.
I feel
gotta
so
go
out of
have-
my league in there.
Gotta go. Find Rolla, right? What time is it?
Should probably pick up the cat.
It's still kind of relatively early. You spent a couple hours walking around the city, so I'd say it's just kind of approaching midday right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we do have to get Pappy.
Yeah, she's. I hope she is up by now. How toasted did y'all get?
Well, we played the game we used to always play, the Two Truths and a Lie, and whoo, she's not good at it at all.
Not surprised by that.
Well, I mean, you were never very good at it either, Gil.
Excuse you, I was great.
I think we all know I was the best.
Okay.
And now I can add that I'm a human to that lie.
Well, I mean, we all know it's a
I
lie
guess
now.
we all know, yeah.
Stop cheating.
That's literally the point of the game, but
All right.
Wait, you're supposed to cheat at the game? I'm sorry. That's fine.
It's all good. You make your way out of the wizard's tower and back down those stone steps. And as the last of you leaves the door, it swings shut on its own behind you.
fucking magic.
And you now make your way back to the Faraway District. But I think that's where we'll end for today because we're already past 3 hours. I wanted to let that whole encounter finish.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll wrap up here for today. All right. We're here. Theater of the Mind. Screen. So first things first. Next Monday. Anything interfere?
All good.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Then we will pencil in the next session for Monday the 29th, 7 p.m. EST. For the next session of Silversong.
The most consistent campaign, and now tied for second longest running, might I say.
Wait. On stream, does it look like Kaj has a mustache?
Oh yeah, the
A very particular mustache.
the
Quaint.
the Discord things are not aligned properly. I'll have to fix that.
He's in disguise.
Oh, Lord.
That's how you're rolling up to the Sullivan's house.
Oh boy.
Lots of lore TV.
Oh yeah, there was tons of lore.
But yeah, so the next session will be next week, and as far as this week, we had to cancel Sunday's yesterday's session just because of a time scheduling sort of issue for Seas of Sand, but we tried to reschedule it quite quite a lot, and we weren't able to find another time. I offered them Wednesday since Whispers wasn't going to be able to make it, but they also weren't able to make Wednesday, so I think we're just gonna have to say that their next session will be next Sunday. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, Whispers in the Woods is, I'm pretty certain, busy this Wednesday. And so I'll probably still stream at 7 on that day. But it won't be a session. And so instead, I'm going to, if quote unquote Martos and Draven, the players behind those, Lino and Nugget are around, then I will ask them to join me for that stream, just so that we can discuss their new characters. That damn squirrel. Yep. Who would have thought that in the face of destruction of an entire kingdom, a scroll would fuck the entire thing. Forsake your heaven sent destiny for the sake of a tiny little squirrel that you don't own. You guys should go back and watch that if you want to learn the context. They performed a horrific kidnapping and a murder.
Excellent.
Like unironically evil aligned that moment was.
Meanwhile, we're here getting drunk with a cat and picking lavender.
And so go back and watch that VOD. It's still around. Maybe for today, and then it's on YouTube as well. But yeah, so I'll discuss their new characters with them if they're around. If not, then I have a different idea. So there'll still be a stream no matter what.
Maps.
That's an option, but I was considering seeing if we could do a let's write a one shot in a single night. And just go hard and come up with as much stuff as we can for a one shot.
That's cool.
That sounded like a fun night to me. So if you're around on Wednesday, then there's a good chance we might do that. If they do show up and we chat about the new characters, it might not take very long, so we might do both. But that was my idea for now. Otherwise, that's sort of the schedule ahead of us. Yeah, they didn't even die. The squirrel made them roll a new character. It's not even a character death. All of Kael Tahara is in jeopardy because Martos really wanted a squirrel for a pet.
No.
Alright, so the usual ending spiel. Yeah, Chippers was his name. If you want to go back and watch VODs like that, you can check out the archive. It's on YouTube. I upload all the streams after they're over. So go back and check those out. And then if you want to learn more about the world and some of the lore, you can check out our World Anvil. It's basically a wiki for factions, deities, characters, and places within the living world that I run all my campaigns on this channel. And if you want to particularly learn more about what's going on here in this campaign, you can check out Middlemere, the page on Middlemere, and some of that lore, as that's where this campaign takes place. If you want to be kept up to date on schedule stuff, I tweet out when I'm changing things, when I remember to. So you can follow me on Twitter at GrandLorian. And we also have a Discord that you can join. It is not just for players, it's for anyone who wants to join, so feel free. We got channels for memes, art, all sorts of fan art and player-made art, discussions for all the different campaigns, and more. So feel free to join. Yeah, that would be funny. You probably could make a custom pack.
Yeah, online there you can make custom packs.
That would probably work out, but it would take somebody who knew a lot about all the campaigns, so I might have to be involved.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah.
Yeah, join the Discord. You're totally welcome here. No one will be mean to you, and if they are, I'll be mean to them in return. um, so yeah. Other than that,
Wait, what was that, Jay? Twitch Prime.
Did somebody say Twitch Prime? You link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you can subscribe free once per month.
it's an amazing little magical thing. And if you want to do it, know that any money you spend on me will basically just go towards making the stream better, commissioning art, and all sorts of things like that. So it's not like I just throw it all down the drain. But yeah, any support is appreciated, even if it's just a follow. Those are appreciated as well. So thank you for the plug, everybody, and reminding me to do my shilling at the end. But yeah, it goes towards bone polishing cream. These are
That's-
ancient bones.
I recognize that doesn't sound quite right after I said it.
Yeah, pay money and the DM can make the PCs suffer. Exactly.
This is a pay-to-win D&D stream.
But yeah, that's really all I have to say for today. Does anybody have anything to add?
Thank you for DMing.
Thank you for playing. And thank you for watching as well, chat. Other than that, have a good night. And we'll see you guys soon on Wednesday. Tune back in and we'll build a one-shot together. Or at least part of one.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. And take care.